Yo, what's up? What's up, everyone? What's up, you little rascals? How'd y'all feel about the show? All right, sorry about the wait, y'all. Let's get into this. Let's get into it. Give my quick thoughts on the show. I actually wrote things down in order. That way, I don't have to be asking you guys. Um, First of all, hopefully John Moxley's okay. Right now, everyone's just speculating. I don't want to speculate on um, how serious it is. I just hope he's okay. But what's it called? I thought the show was really good, really good. They used the core roster pretty well. Um, I think outside of a one match, I think I'm satisfied with everybody who won, and it was a good show, guys. If there's any update throughout this stream about John Moxley, can you guys let me know in the chat? Because obviously I'm not keeping up with the news right now. I'm streaming and stuff. Smooth is in the stadium and he's in the chat. um so yeah, guys, the show kicked off with Kingston versus Claudio for the ROH title. What did you guys think of that? I thought it was a really good match. The crowd was hot for Eddie Kingston, hometown hero. Um what's it called? Eddie getting the win. I think it's what we all expected. Um I think heading into Arthur Ashe this year, at least at the start of the year, a lot of people were fantasy booking Eddie Kingston winning the AEW World Title at Arthur Ashe. I remember that was everybody's hopes and dreams, but I don't know. At some point, we gotta accept that Tony Khan sees certain wrestlers at certain levels. That's not to say it'll never happen. It just wasn't gonna happen this year. And I think that was pretty evident when MJF started to turn face. So, um, what's it called? I think Eddie Kingston winning the ROH World Title was a good way to give him a big moment at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Um, Obviously, I hope he wins the big one day, the AEW World Title. Um, Frankly, I don't keep up with ROH like that. So to me, him winning that world title is a cool moment, but it's not gonna make me watch weekly. And yeah, guys, I don't know. Ring of Honor is just it's week. Ring of Honor to me, when I see it on paper, it looks like AEW Dark, but I'm not gonna. That's all I'll say. But anyway, it was a good moment for Eddie Kingston. Super over in his hometown, basically. So yeah, I just hope he becomes I hope he what's it called? He's featured more on AEW TV though. And then after that we had Christian Cage, the highlight of AEW for me right now. One of the highlights. Um, Cutting a promo. He said he wants a three-way match Actually, let's do that here right now. Christian is Christian in this game? No, I don't even know the roster. Yeah, he is. Okay. Um, three-way match on Saturday's Collision. It's gonna be Darby, Lucha, and Christian. So that should be super interesting. On paper, the Collision card features more of my favorites. More of my favorite wrestlers than tonight's Dynamite card. So I'm super hyped for Collision. So that was a good promo. And then we had the Sammy versus Jericho match, which honestly I had a feeling Jericho was gonna win because he hasn't won a big match in a while. So it was a good match. I'm not complaining. Jericho won. They did the WrestleMania 19 tribute to Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho himself. They did the low blow spot after the match and everything. And yeah, Sammy Guevara is a Don Callis guy. He turns heel yet again. It feels like Sammy's just flip-flopping at this point, but hopefully this sticks. Hopefully this sticks, guys. We'll see, though. I don't know. Sammy's one guy who I wish Tony Khan would just commit. And then after that we had I'm just running down the card real quick. That way we can just shoot the shit afterwards. Then we have Moxley versus Phoenix, where okay, so the injury happened obviously before the injury though. So where do I even start? Do you guys think Moxley got hurt with the pile driver that Phoenix gave him? Or did he get hurt sometime early in the match? Because to me, the match never really hit, like, it never really left second gear. So I don't know if Mox was working the whole match hurt, because he got hurt early on. But yeah, what's it called? Where's... whatever.
This is a three-way match.
Anyway, yeah, the Moxley Phoenix match.
This is gonna be a huge three-way match.
Whether they called an audible or not, I think they did call an audible, right? Because Rick Knox didn't do the 3 count right away, and I was like, damn it, Rick Knox! Like, it's not the first time you do this. And I realized, oh shit, Moxley's hurt, and that obviously wasn't the planned finish. So they probably called an audible, and Rey Fenix is the new international champion. It's a shame it had to happen this way, because I really wanted Rey Fenix to be a singles champion for a while now. But yeah, it sucks that it had to happen this way. I just hope Jon Moxley's okay. Like I said, I don't want to speculate too much, but if it is a concussion, though, I hope I hope it's not one on the level of, you know, the one that Adam Cole had last year, because that was really scary. More importantly, I just hope Jon Moxley's okay. He's needed time to rest for so long now anyway, so I hope he really takes time to recover, and I hope he's not rushed back or anything, like as soon as he's cleared or anything. And then after that we had Toni Storm versus Saraya for the women's title. I thought this match was actually really good. I gotta give credit where credit's due. But obviously Toni Storm carried it. I've been saying this for a long time, guys. Toni Storm is the star of the division. And Tony Khan needs to put the title back on her, especially because her character right now is super interesting, super funny, super compelling. Like, Toni Storm is reaching Jamie Hayter levels of over. Like 2022 Jamie Hayter levels. So the way I see it is when Jamie Hayter comes back, The Jamie Hayter should be 1A and Tony Storm should be 1B in the women's division. You know what I mean? Like your two faces of the division. Not literal faces, like as in Tony can stay heel or whatever. She wasn't really being treated like a heel tonight by the crowd, but that's besides the point. Anyway, put the title back on Tony Storm, and once Mercedes is ready to go, they should do Tony Storm versus Mercedes as Mercedes' first match in AEW. Because the morbid thought of Mercedes' first match in AEW being against Saraya, what a waste that would be, in my opinion. I would prefer it to be Tony Storm versus Mercedes Moné, whenever it happens. Anyway, after that, it was Joe and MJF. Killer main event, dude. Killer main event. I don't think any of us expected MJF to lose here. But that spot where Samoa Joe hit the low blow, and then he hit the muscle buster on MJF, they got me. They got me right there. I was like, holy shit. I really thought there was a chance that MJF was gonna lose there. The crowd was hot. The match was really good, guys. At one point, I know Will Ospreay and is like the popular choice, I think, this year. But honestly, MJF is up there for wrestler of the year. It's got to be him, Ospreay, and I want to add Kenny Omega. I really want to add Kenny Omega, but like I feel like he needs one more big singles match for me to put him there. But even then, you could still put Kenny Omega. I would understand why.
1, 2, 3. Here is your winner, Luchasaurus.
Orange Cassidy's up there too. Orange Cassidy, MJF, Will Ospreay. You can throw in Kenny Omega. The only person in WWE who should be on that list is Gunther, the only WWE guy who has a shout for wrestler of the year this year. And then we had Adam Cole. So yeah, Adam Cole, it looks like he hurt his ankle when he came out. So when he came out running to cheer on MJF to help him, it yeah, Rick Knox actually counted to 3. What's it called? So yeah, it looks like Adam Cole is hurt. So I hope it's nothing serious. I think something like that. I hope it's nothing as bad as like the CM Punk thing when he broke his foot. I hope it's not a break or anything. I hope Adam Cole's okay, because they're scheduled to have a match, right, at Wrestle Dream as tag team champs, MJF and Adam Cole. Anyways, it was a really good show. So the only finish I would have changed was I would have had Tony Storm beat Saraya. Even the Jericho thing, I guess, like he has to win a match sometime. So sadly it had to be here, but Pop Culture Asylum, did you watch the show? You said I hope nobody got injured tonight. So what do you guys think? That was my short little review. What's up? What's up? Yeah, guys, I don't know. It was a good show. I am even more hyped now for Collision. I think Collision's gonna be a good show. were there rumors of returns or debuts today? I didn't even notice. I thought it was a good show without any returns or anything. Cause yeah, on Saturday we get Andrade versus Jay White. We're getting FTR defending their tag titles. I forgot their names, but I saw their highlights from DPW, and it's gonna be a good match. I have high hopes for that tag team title match now. And then we're also getting Danielson and Ricky Starks. We're getting the 3-way for the TNT title. It for sure looks like a better show than the Rampage Grand Slam. I'm not really interested in Rampage Grand Slam, if I'm being honest. Just being honest, guys. Battle of the Belts? Hell no. Absolutely not. They ended up moving a good amount of tickets like in the last few days for tonight's show. They actually ended up getting it like a pretty good crowd, I would say. Like obviously not as big as the past two, but the crowd ended up being a decent sized one, which was good to see. They gotta stop pricing their tickets so high, man. Like they are not white hot like they were in 2021. Like Tony Khan, stop trying to get $1 million gate by selling like less tickets. You know what I mean? Like if you ask me, I would prefer to have a packed house with less expensive tickets than Tony Khan is just obsessed with the $1 million gate. I get it. It's all about the bottom line at the end of the day, but raising ticket prices just to hit $1 million gate
Attention.
with a less full arena, how does that benefit the fans? Anyway, I'm just complaining to complain. What's been my top 5 matches of the year? Ospreay Omega at Wrestle Kingdom is number 1 for sure. And then Bryan MJF Iron Man match at Revolution is number 2. At number 3, what would I put at number 3? I know there's been some really good matches this year. I just tend to forget them.
Attention. The safe area will begin shrinking soon.
The Forbidden Door rematch with Ospreay and Omega would be number 3 for sure. 4 and 5, Moxley Hangman Deathmatch is number 4 for me. And then honestly, number 5, I'm gonna bump it up. Rouge versus Danielson. I was there live for that one, so that shit was Shit was crazy, dude. Honestly, one of the best matches I've seen this year was also Gunther versus McIntyre, and who else was it? Was it Sheamus in that match? At WrestleMania. It was WrestleMania Night 2, right? The one where Cody main evented, because I saw that whole show. That was a really good match. Yo, where is everybody? The Wrestle Dream card is looking pretty good. Have we got any update on Adam Cole, anybody?
Attention, the safe area is now shrinking.
Ah, shit.
Attention, the safe area will begin shrinking soon.
Who wins in the Swerve Hangman match? I would prefer Swerve win, but I'm not gonna complain, because this is what I've been asking for. Matches of this caliber. The Elite versus Death Triangle, Escalera de la Muerte. I didn't think it was as good as everybody else thought. I actually liked the cage match between Moxley and Omega more than that ladder match. Didn't Dave Meltzer give the Escalera de la Muerte 5 stars? I was like, bro, it's not that good. Anyway, star ratings are silly. Grand Slam Dynamite was not mid. I disagree with you. I disagree. Steven, I have no idea, but you know what? What I dislike more than Meltzer's star rating systems is fans doing star ratings themselves. I think that's really corny, but what do I know?
Attention, the safe area is now shrinking.
Look at this guy in the teddy bear suit. Is that Barry the Business Bear? Or Bernard? Yeah, I always thought spreadsheets were hilarious.
The
Like,
area will begin shrinking soon. Attention, the safe 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 area will begin shrinking soon. Attention, the sa
Like, bro, come on now. But then again, who am I to talk? You know what I mean? I do video essays on wrestling, so that's pretty corny too. I think all wrestling fans are corny. I mean, we watch fake fighting, so. Oh look, it's Elite Shill Matt Hardy. Let's kill his ass. Let's kill his ass. Oh no!
Attention. The safe area.
Matt Hardy, I hope you get fired, bro. Dead ass. Would I put Ricky Starks versus Brian Strat match in match of the year contention? Honestly, I would not put any all out match in my top 10, I don't think.
The safe area will begin shrinking soon.
I'll tell you why, because most of those matches except for the main event. Moxley and Orange Cassidy was really good. It was fantastic, actually. How do I quit this? Okay. Moxley and Orange Cassidy is the only all-out match I would put in my... Because frankly, a lot of those matches didn't have a good story. They were excellent matches, but... There's a difference between, for example, like the Young Bucks versus Kenny Omega and Hangman. I will always remember that match because it had a great story leading up to it, and it was a great match too. I mean, yeah, it was a really good match. I'm not saying it wasn't. The strap was the story. I guess me and the AEW fan base are straying farther and farther each day from each other. The belief is a concussion. I'm pretty sure that's what we all expected too, but I guess the severity of Moxley's status is the question. Honestly, I know Jon Moxley loves to wrestle a lot. That's his thing, you know what I mean? But I feel like he's at the point where he became overexposed on AEW TV. That guy is because he it feels like he wrestles everybody. So, in other words, if I was gonna say, Moxley has needed a break for a while. Maybe this can be like the silver lining. Of course, his health is the most important part. Give us time to miss you, Jon Moxley. I just feel like he's been wrestling every week for the past 2 years. Just get better, Jon Moxley. Get well soon. Honestly, I was obviously not due to the injury, but I was kind of low key hoping that John Moxley would have a short reign with that title, only because I think it's cool to what's it called, not make every reign a lengthy reign. Obviously, don't there's a healthy balance between what the TNT title is, where people have like week long reigns, and like the world title, where everybody has like at minimum a 6-month long reign. But I have a feeling that John Moxley was probably going to hold that title for at least a few months.
Attention, the safe area is...
Everybody's getting jumped here. All right.
Attention, the safe area will begin shrinking soon.
The Jericho versus Sammy match was fine for what it was. The callback was good. I think a lot of people saw it coming when they realized Sammy was wearing the Chris Jericho colors from WrestleMania 19, I believe it was. Yeah, WrestleMania 19. Yo, I'm trying to get back up there. Hell yeah. They deleted the Moxley clip on YouTube. I'm assuming the one where he got hurt. Yeah, at this point, I don't know what to think of Sammy's booking. It is what it is. Not everybody can get consistent booking, but I felt like he had finally earned like cheers back from the crowd after being like one of the most hated guys on the roster last year, and then Tony Khan just turns him heel again. Like, it almost feels like Daniel Garcia last year too. Oh, but Daniel Garcia got a loud pop tonight. Did you guys hear that? So that's pretty encouraging. I hope that he gets some more TV time finally.
Attention.
Put Daniel Garcia on Collision or something, bro. That's part of the reason why I was complaining about last week's Collision lineup. Like you're giving time to Evo Uno. You can be giving it to Daniel Garcia. Put him in a match, bro.
Attention, the safe area will begin shrinking soon.
Oh, but we have enough time for your QT Marshall. Evo Uno versus Moxley was great. That shit was like a year ago. He's living off that one single match. It's like the Miz and his Talking Smack promo. It's all people ever bring up. Hell yeah. I wonder where the House of Black have been. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all, but if I was in charge of AEW, a lot of the wrestlers that Tony Khan puts on TV would not have jobs under my version of AEW. Let me just put it that way. Okay, it doesn't matter how long ago the Moxley Evo Uno match was. The point still stands. Evo Uno's reputation is living off that one match. Just like the Miz and the one Talking Smack promo.
Attention, the safe area will begin shrinking soon.
I'm pretty sure Dark Order got extensions. I mean, they're buddies with the Young Bucks. I'm gonna shoot at this horse.
Attention, the safe area is now shrinking.
Oh, hell no.
Attention, the safe area will begin shrinking soon.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't, AEW crowds are not as, like, rabid as they used to be. Like, do you guys remember Double or Nothing 2019? Like, their first ever show? The crowd for that was crazy. I feel like the crowd used to know. It used to be a super rabid and what they call the smart crowd. But I wouldn't consider it that anymore. I mean, it's still holy shit. What the hell?
Attention, the safe area is now shrinking.
Yeah, the crowds are not. Yeah, I said it. You heard what I said.
Attention,
That the crowds could be better. Then again, I think that also has to do with the crowd size too. Obviously, the crowds aren't as big as they were back then. I think pay-per-views are generally still pretty.
Is now shrinking.
Pay-per-views are usually still pretty good, but not every Dynamite used to feel like a pay-per-view crowd, and you guys can't deny that, or else you're in denial. Wait, it's me and two Stings. Oh, hell no. Ah, damn, I'm dead. Grand Slam was a good show. Yeah, it's worth watching. I would say yes. So what the hell, guys? What's the update? Do we have an update? Guys, when the hell is Rouge coming back? I get that, what's it called? Like, he's had plenty of time to film, video packages, so it's not like he's just, staying with his family anymore, you know what I mean? So, I just miss Rouge, man. I feel like we've been building up to his return for like 2 months now. I really just want to see Rouge come back. And I guess, do you guys think, so here's one thing that I still don't know, and I'm surprised nobody ever asks about this, but are Andrade and Rouge going to be associated at all? Because they've been kept largely separated. And when we all thought that that the LFI was going to save Andrade from the House of Black, it didn't happen. So I don't know if they're going to remain separate acts or not. I would prefer if they all like team up again, but I think Andrade is going to stay as a face and LFI are going to be heels. What if they go head to head? That'd be crazy. Andrade posted that he was happy again. So I guess he's happy to be back. You see another guy like Preston, like they just keep trying to make Preston happen, bro. Like, give it a rest, bro. I actually think, guys, that Christian will probably win the TNT title on Saturday, like officially. Or what do you think? Do you think is Darby gonna become a 4-time champ? Wait, no, he would only be a 3-time champ, right? Apparently, the crowd sang Seth's song with Mox when Mox did the stomp. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's horrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. I don't want that shit invading my favorite company. You know, commentary mentioned tonight that Death Triangle is still a thing, which I'm happy about because I don't think we've seen them in a while together. Yeah, I think Christian is gonna steal the title off Luchasaurus, and it's gonna make for some really good storytelling. Like I said, Christian's one of the best parts of AEW for me right now. Like he's for sure in my top 3 right now. Like top 3, who I'm just enjoying all his work. Seth Rollins is the worst main eventer across any company. Yes, and that includes the likes of Evil, because I know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just not a fan of Seth Rollins. Is that too much? Wait, are we doing lights out? He's absolutely worse than Sonata. Absolutely worse than Sonata. First time caller. Appreciate you. Life is for the living. I knew someone was going to mention Evil. That's why I was like, nah, he's worse than Evil. What match was I going to do? Ricky Starks and Dragon. Let's do Ricky Starks and Dragon. But, yeah, I'm just not a fan of Seth Rollins' work. I used to be. I just think he's regressed so much. I mean, I'm not saying Sonata's great, but I think Seth Rollins is worse. Wrestle Talk said that. I might actually agree with Wrestle Talk for once. I don't know. It's because Seth Rollins as world champion has never hit, man. It never hits as good as it should. You know what I mean? Him winning the title, I think, make for good moments, but everything afterwards is always downhill.
Outmatch. Cannot wait for this match.
His first world title, I think, was finally starting to pick up steam after being like pretty lame at first. I remember I was watching WWE at the time, so I actually have first-hand experience. Which reminds me, guys, I'm thinking about making a WWE video essay. What do you guys think about that? About a match that I love from WWE, actually, but it's from the Ruthless Aggression era. It's not the modern BS that they do now. Because nobody has actually made a video essay on that match that I'm talking about. Smooth only pops in when I'm talking about WWE. WWE has been pretty good. I mean, I know their fan base is happy, so. The WWE fan base is happy right now, and that has to mean something. I mean, I don't like their product, but I actually think the next big name to leave AEW is none other than Ricky Starks. I think it's inevitable at this point. I think I talked about this on the last stream, right, guys? Yeah, I did. About how it feels like Tony Khan is trying to get him to stay by booking him strong and convincing him that like he has plans for him. Hell yeah, I'm glad you're going to Collision this Saturday. It should be, looks like the best Collision since those early episodes, man. Those early episodes were really good. I loved the the fact that Andrade, the House of Black, CM Punk, Samoa Joe, and all those guys were parts of the early Collision days. So it's going to be one hell of a show. Jay White as well. Bullet Club Gold in general. Yeah, like I said, tonight's show was really good. It was one of the better Dynamites of the year. I hope John Moxley isn't out for too long, though, because if he's out for a long time, that would mean obviously that it's serious, right? So I'm hoping his injury is not serious, just for not because of, oh, I want him back wrestling. No, it's bigger than that. I don't want him to be seriously hurt. Smooth says watch Rampage, you will like it. I usually me and Smooth agree on a lot of things, so if Smooth says to watch Rampage, I'm gonna watch Rampage. For those who don't know, Smooth is currently at the arena right now at Arthur Ashe. So I forgot about that Leatherface stuff. Ironically, though, you know what? Surprisingly, that was the least of my complaints of these AEW. My bigger complaints, you know, I don't mind stuff like that because at least I know that AEW is it's a sponsorship type shit. You know what I mean? I mean, it wasn't. I get it. It wasn't perfect. It was pretty. It was borderline horrendous. But I prefer that over a QT Marshall match any day. There's just some people who should not be on TV, honestly. Everybody knows my renowned hate for QT Marshall. I can't stand him, and I can't stand that AEW fans like meme him, and you know. Yeah, and it was for charity. That's a good point, Lone Wolf. Thank you for reminding me. QT, on the other hand, is just because he has influence over Tony Khan, and he gets to be on TV because of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, get QT off my TV, bro. Oh damn! Like, I'm glad that that Hook is finally back on TV more. I was gonna say, instead of QT, give us more Hook, give us more Daniel Garcia, give us Keith Lee, give us House of Black. Ooh. Jeff Jarrett has surprisingly, weirdly, not been on TV for a while, and I say weirdly because he's been there was a period where he was on TV at least once every 2 weeks. It didn't matter the show. It didn't matter the show. He was on TV. Yeah, those are good names. Lance Archer, Brian Cage, Will Hobbs, Miro, Wardlow. Guys, I feel so bad for what happened to Wardlow. I know a lot of people say he's mid, but you know what? I didn't feel too bad for him. You know when I started feeling bad for him? When I made my video on his booking, because then it made me research. It made me go back to how over he was. Like, I rewatched a lot of his segments when I made that video essay on his booking. And I was like, holy shit, they really fumbled him hard. Ooh! Man, Rick Knox is horrible both in real life and in the game, bro. You know who's the best AEW referee, guys? You know who's the best AEW referee? It's Paul Turner. Paul Turner. Whenever someone takes like a nasty, gnarly bump, Paul Turner immediately runs to them to check on them. I feel like a lot of the refs don't do that. No, it's not Ref Knox. Hell no. Paul Turner and Stephon Smith is also really good. He tends to check on the wrestlers a lot. Rick Knox does not care, bro. He might have just blew out his knee tonight as well. Paul Turner, right? Was he the one that got hurt? That would suck, dude, because he's a great referee. He's a fantastic referee, actually. Referees are so underrated. The refs are marks? Why? Why? Why do you say that? Yeah, Smooth makes a good point. I don't know. I just think Paul Turner, we need to give these refs their flowers because some of them are fantastic. The best ref was Shane McMahon. I remember in elementary school, guys, I knew the names of all the referees in WWE, both on Raw and SmackDown. That's how and when I was in elementary school, that's how deep in that shit I was. Whenever kids had questions about WWE in elementary school, they'd come to me, and it's funny because WWE wasn't even my main promotion. It was TNA. So all the little WWE marks, all the Fed marks in elementary would ask me shit about WWE. They'd be like, "What's the name of this wrestler who beat this one guy that one time?" And I'd be like, "How do I know more about your favorite company than I do?" Than you do, sorry. Mogul Embassy. I really hope Swerve Strickland gets the push of the craziest push that Tony Khan has ever booked. Cause I'm a play with Wardlow just for the vibes, cause Wardlow was booked horribly. But anyway, yeah, Mogul Embassy and Swerve push them to the moon. That's why I want Swerve to beat Hangman, because I think Swerve is due a big win. I think it's about time. But I could see Hangman winning too, and honestly, I wouldn't be bothered by it.
Man,
Swerve is just Swerve is another guy whose work I'm really enjoying right now. TNA still might have the best triple threat of all time. Honestly, I agree. I assume you're talking about Daniel, Styles, and Joe, right? Yeah, exactly. If Swerve beats Hangman clean, I think he becomes automatically main event level already. He skips the line in the mid card. Just like Wardlow. Like I said in my video, when Wardlow squashed MJF, he should have completely skipped the mid-card scene. And that's what I think should happen if Swerve beats Hangman. He should just completely skip the mid-card and hit straight to the main event. That doesn't mean he needs to become world champion now, but put him in more main event level programs is what I mean. Shit, put him against Put him against Kenny Omega after Hangman if you want. America's Most Wanted versus Triple X six-sided steel cage. My dad actually ordered that pay-per-view, so I saw that pay-per-view yeah, I saw it in real time. We were probably one of the few households in America who bought that pay-per-view. Keep in mind, I was a little kid still when I was watching that. Illich Skepper doing the Hurricanrana off the top of the cage is crazy. What's another triple threat that I love, guys? It's another WWE one, because someone just mentioned Angle versus Rock versus Taker, which is really good. But obviously Triple H, Michaels, and Benoit at WrestleMania 20 is a fantastic match that obviously isn't talked about anymore for certain reasons. No, for obvious reasons. Sorry, I'm playing in. I'm trying to multitask here. What do I think of a Garcia versus Sammy feud? That shit has potential to be really good, especially if Don Callis is involved. Steven, same dude. And your profile picture of Eddie Guerrero, it reminds me of that era of WWE. I remember there was a house show here in El Paso when Eddie Guerrero was the world champ, and that shit went dummy. That shit went crazy, dude. We gave Eddie like the biggest hometown welcome. Jade Cargill to WWE. Yep, it's done. It's a done deal. I wouldn't call it a slap in the face, guys. Like, obviously she has her goals. Like, one thing I don't want the AEW fan base to be doing is like to do what WWE fans do, is that when someone leaves a company, we turn on them. Like, sure, I meme Cody, but I don't like hate the guy for leaving. If I say he ran from the grind, it's a joke. You know?
Here is your winner,
I can't believe I was here for this amazing matchup. It was a classic, to say the least, and one people will be talking about for years to come.
Favorite four-way match of all time? Ooh, I actually have to think about that one. Oh, no. Easy. The one I saw this year, the Four Pillars four-way. I'm pretty sure that's the Four Pillars four-way. I loved that match. I absolutely loved it. I made a video essay on it, actually, after it was over. Check that video out if you haven't already. But yeah, I love that match. I love the spot where they all paid tribute to their mentors. That spot was sick, dude. It was an incredible four-way. Incredible. I actually prefer the four-way over Anarchy in the Arena. From the same pay-per-view, actually. And it's a shame that we don't get like more four-ways in AEW. Yeah, I agree that the Forbidden Door 4-way from last year could have been up there. AEW match of the year, MJF versus Danielson. I would agree. I wouldn't count Osprey versus Omega because that's like a crossover match. It's not a fully AEW match. Just a pure AEW match, I would say it's the Iron Man match for me. Oh, I just saw. I see Thunder Rosa here, and I was gonna say I'm pretty sure she's close to returning, guys. Like I hope, if anything, I hope she returns on Saturday. She's been out for over a year now, right? That's crazy. I really hope she enters like a feud with Chris Statlander or. I think that would be cool. I wouldn't be against her winning the TBS title either. I don't know if that's controversial to say. FTR versus JY and Juice is for sure my tag team match of the year. I think the only other one Smooth, what's your Twitter handle? I don't even know what your Twitter account is, and you're on all my streams, bro. You don't want me to follow you back or what? Anyway,
What a match.
Chris should hold it until at least Full Gear. Yeah, I agree. I think that's fair.
Introducing the challenger, Penta El Zero Miedo.
The only other tag team match is the someone mentioned it, Zayn and Owens versus Usos. I saw that match after the fact, and it was not better than FTR and either one. It was not better than either FTR versus Bullet Club Gold. Yeah, I'll follow back anyone who's always in the stream because you guys are cool. Alright, Smooth, I got you. I got you. Drop your handles, guys, if you guys want me to follow you, because you guys are one of the only cool people. FTR versus Young Bucks at All In was really good. I feel like it ended just as it was kicking into high gear though, which is why like I wouldn't put it over FTR and Bullet Club Gold. Yeah, I saw that rumor that they might start charging for Twitter. If that's the case, then yeah, I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to pay for social media. Big Bill has been doing good work. And I say that as someone who was pretty against his hiring. Like, I'm glad to say he proved me wrong. He's super entertaining. He's pretty funny, too. He makes the funniest faces, bro. Like, when he's wrestling. Like, that guy's hilarious. Like, remember when he did when he mocked the scissoring? He did that. He rolled his eyes back. That shit was so funny. Yeah, Juice Robinson was another guy who, in New Japan, guys, I thought Juice was just okay. I wasn't ever, like, too like, big of a fan of his.
The winner of this match and new TNT champion,
Emmanuel, that's a great point, yeah. The Aztec Warfare, I've seen that suggested before, that AEW should adopt that that match style, and I 100% agree. like I know AEW's version of the. Honestly, guys, I really wish AEW would just straight up copy the Royal Rumble formula, because I feel like their roster would make for, well, in especially like last year, it's a shame that they didn't do a Royal Rumble style match with all their main eventers. Like imagine seeing Omega, Hangman, Danielson, Punk when he was still there. If we would have gotten a Royal Rumble style match, that would have been sick, dude. Honestly, guys, 2 years ago I would not have welcomed Sheamus into AEW, but now he's had some really good matches, and I wouldn't be against it. I think he's really stepped his game up. But Steven suggests he go to New Japan, which I think he'd be a better fit there. His style would mesh so well in New Japan. Let's do more one-on-one matches. Sheamus versus Miro or Hobbs, that'd be crazy. Sheamus versus Ishii, that'd be insane, dude. Shit, imagine Sheamus versus Brian Cage. They would kill it. Sheamus versus Eddie Kingston. Holy shit, man. That would be so good. We never got Kenny Omega versus Orange Cassidy one-on-one, right? They only did the triple threat match at Double or Nothing. Because I feel like that as a one-on-one match would have gone crazy. I mean, they could still obviously do it, but dude, there's so many dream matches for Kenny Omega to do in AEW that I'm gonna be so pissed at Tony Khan the next time. Like Kenny Omega versus Darby Allin, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna be so pissed at Tony Khan the next time a main eventer leaves.
This is a full
Andrade versus Kenny Omega is a match we should have already gotten in AEW, considering AAA have already done it. You know what I mean? Like why hasn't AEW done it?
Kenny Omega! And his opponent, Darby Allin.
Malachi versus Kenny is literally the dream match that was built, that my video essay complaining about overprotected booking was built around. Like it's literally the thumbnail too, Malachi versus Omega, because that's a match we should have gotten literally 2 years ago. The fact that we still haven't gotten it is crazy. Yeah, do you guys remember when Malachi and Omega stood face to face and the crowd went crazy? They did the same for when Malachi and Punk came face to face in one of Punk's last matches in AEW. Malachi is a guy who should be having dream matches too. He's a fantastic wrestler, a fantastic character. I feel like I've been talking about Malachi Black ever since I dropped that video. I talk about him every single stream now, and at this point, I would not be surprised if he leaves and we do not get the Kenny Omega match with him. But according to Tony Khan, Malachi's on. He signed to like a 6-year deal, so who knows? Yeah, even Malachi himself, I think I already said this in another stream, but, what's he called? Malachi himself said he still wants to have a singles run in AEW. He said that like in, February of this year? So, early in the year. Apparently Adam Cole is on his way to the hospital, guys. Damn it. To check on his ankle. This would suck so bad if he's out. Especially because it looks like he just hurt himself jumping off the ramp. I hope it's a minor injury, bro. Oh shit, he kicked out of the one-winged angel. Yeah, they were setting up the tag team match against the Kingdom. That should have been so good.
1, 2.
Damn it. I hope Adam Cole is okay, man. Especially because he was doing, in my opinion, he's been doing the best work of his entire career. Even including NXT. Because in NXT, in my opinion, guys, Adam Cole is getting stale. And his current AEW run, since he came back from injury, from the concussion, he's been doing amazing work, and it would be a shame if he gets injured. I actually didn't like Adam Cole's matches with Johnny Gargano. It was, I think it was like peak. Like they basically became a parody. NXT became a parody of itself. But honestly, I wasn't too big of a fan of Johnny Gargano's run in NXT in general. So I don't blame that on Adam Cole, because Adam Cole had fantastic matches with others besides Johnny Gargano. Let's see. That's the update we've gotten, guys. Adam Cole's on his way to the hospital. Who knows the length for okay, let's say worst case scenario. Okay. Let's see. I'm googling something. Oh no. Broken ankle recovery. Most ankle fractures take at least 6 weeks to heal. What if it's we're thinking it's his ankle, right? That's what Google says. It may take longer for any involved ligaments and tendons. Okay, that makes more sense. It would be like a few months, I think. Here's hoping it's not that bad though. I hope it's a case where 3 months to heal. All right, yeah, that sounds more realistic, Steven. 3 months sounds about right. Man, that stinks. I hope he can. If it is that bad though, I hope he can stay on TV. That's selfish on my part because at least it's not like a head injury or anything. You know, at least it's just an ankle injury. Like I think kind of like when Britt Baker, she had an ankle injury, didn't she? Or what was it, a leg injury? Plus, you can make some good segments now with Adam. If Adam Cole is in the hospital with with Roderick Strong, you know what I mean? So that's my hope. I'm hoping Adam Cole's okay because obviously that's all-in main eventer Adam Cole, y'all. He's crucial to AEW right now and the story they're telling. So. Wait, so why was Britt Baker in a wheelchair then during the COVID era? Why was she in a wheelchair if she broke her nose? What the hell? You guys don't remember when she was the role model in the wheelchair? Was that the joke? That she was in a wheelchair for no reason? Nah, I think she had a leg injury, guys. You guys are tripping. Yeah, selfishly, I hope they keep Adam Cole on TV. Yeah, when she was passing notes to Shivani. Remember, guys? That COVID era was crazy. I don't blame you guys for not remembering it, because a lot of, like, crazy stuff happened during that era. AEW was getting super creative. But yeah, selfishly, I hope Adam Cole stays on TV. I think he can make for some good segments while he heals up and... I've said it before and I'll say it again. AEW was the only good wrestling promotion during COVID. Literally. New Japan went so downhill during COVID. WWE was WWE during COVID. Like, I've never enjoyed WWE. And AEW was really good. They kept telling stories and they kept up with their plans. NWA was doing great with Cyrus. Yeah, Steven, that's a good point. Bayley and Mercedes did do good work during the COVID era. I do remember that. Exactly. New Japan had Evil as world champion. Like, what the hell? Like, literally, guys, we got FTR versus the Young Bucks during COVID, the first match ever between them. And that was, to this day, that's still one of the best AEW matches I've ever seen. And there was like, what? Like 500, no, not even. Like 200 people in the crowd in a big arena, so they were all spread out. Like, it was, in other words, it was basically no crowd. There was almost no crowd at all. Like, the fact that AEW gave us a match that good during COVID is crazy. AEW in 2020 feels like a fever dream at this point. It almost doesn't feel real, guys. Like, I'm thinking about it right now, and holy shit, it does not feel real at all to me. That whole era. It feels like AEW after Revolution 2020, they went on hiatus until Double or Nothing 2021, and everything in between was just a dream. We also got Brody Lee versus Cody in Brody Lee's last match. Man, what an incredible last match for Brody Lee to have, man. Like, that match was incredible. God damn it. It's alright. It's alright, guys. It's gonna be alright, guys.
Here is your winner, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
It's been crazy. It's been wild. What a great match we've had tonight.
Damn. So apparently Jon Moxley, they're thinking he's gonna be okay. And that I guess he's not even, well, that's what they're saying, that they're thinking he's gonna be okay. Now we're just waiting on an update on Adam Cole. So here's hoping it's not that serious with Adam Cole. And guys, you guys might as well come to peace that we're gonna be getting 12 pay-per-views a year, one every month from AEW pretty soon, and they're going to be on Max. So, streaming on it's not HBO Max anymore, it's just Max. So, but yeah, guys, I'm super hyped for Collision. We're getting Jay White, Andrade, Danielson, Ricky Starks in a death match. The three-way between Christian, Darby, and Luchasaurus. It's pretty good show. FTR and their tag titles. AEW. So TDS Toad, to clarify, AEW still hasn't been announced for Max, but Andrew Zarian is shout out to Andrew Zarian, friend of the channel, who runs the Matman podcast. That guy has legit sources in TV, guys. He's like the most reliable guy in wrestling when it comes to television news. And he said he's fairly confident that AEW will be streaming on Max starting next year. So just because they haven't announced it yet doesn't mean they won't within the next few months. So yeah, it looks like starting in 2024, AEW pay-per-views will no longer be full priced finally. Thank you. Overseas, I'm not sure. That's a good question, because I know HBO Max they don't have it everywhere, right? They don't have it all around the world. So Pierre, to answer your questions, pay-per-views will still be on Fight, I'm pretty sure, for everybody else. So you guys are good. It's mostly for here in the States, where putting the pay-per-views on Max is a pretty big deal, not just for pricing, like they'll be cheaper, but also because exposure. It's going to give AEW a lot of exposure and obviously a lot of money. Max is going to pay a lot of money to put AEW pay-per-views on their streaming service. So, yeah, guys, HBO Max has like The Sopranos. It has The Last of Us. It has a lot of good shows, honestly. So, but yeah, it's good news for AEW. I know a lot of people are against 12 pay-per-views a year, but fourth biggest streaming platform in the US. Is it the fourth? After Netflix and what else? There's no way Peacock is bigger than it, is it? After Netflix, Disney, and what else? Amazon or Hulu? Because, yeah, guys, Max is even bigger than Peacock. And WWE's on Peacock. You know what I mean? So, this is great for AEW. Peacock is 10th. You see, guys? That's crazy to me. AEW is going to be on a bigger platform than WWE. So yeah, it's a huge deal. It's a huge deal, guys. So, but yeah, with that being said, guys, I appreciate you guys coming in. I'm going to call it a night here. Yes, you can always use a VPN, Tedious Toad. That's a good point. I use VPNs because I do not want to pay full price for pay-per-views, but now I won't have to use a VPN, which is good. But yeah, guys, thank you for coming in. I'll see you guys on Saturday for after Collision. Collision's gonna be great, so I hope you guys can make it for the post Collision show. And yeah, so I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Stay safe. Drink some water, and y'all have a good night. Take it easy, my friends. Follow that, my friends. Later, y'all.